Hi everyone, welcome to Divine Sacred Tarot. Welcome to today's very special reading. And as you've noticed, instead of the twin flame or the divine masculine or the divine feminine, I've used a twin flame union. Now, for those of you who have been following for a while, you know I've never done this one before. And the reason I've changed the title to include twin flame union is because this is going to be a very big step for many of you. So before I get into the cards, let's have a look at some of the downloads I'd received. It is quite a bit. So we've got both divine masculines and feminines, and then the unification and union. Then we're going to go into some cards. But if you haven't already liked, subscribed, please do so I can continue to grow my channel and use that as a beautiful energy exchange for this message. So the divine masculines are keeping the divine feminines at arm's length, as if you are gone but not forgotten. So there have been blocking union vibes because the divine masculine has had to integrate the shadows. They are trying to understand about how they feel for you. And forget me not, I just hear. The divine masculine does think of you. No matter how hard they try to forget, they can't. And the block includes the old pattern about what feels familiar. So for the divine masculines, karmics feel familiar. Being with your twin flame is unfamiliar. So you and your twin flame cannot date because dating is karmic. You are both husband and wife. Dating is not an option. Friendship is significant, but even then you both know it's more than that. And you're not permitted to date one another casually. So the universe, God, won't allow it. And until you both understand you are both in union, meant to be in union as individual whole people, you will be seeing answers in the silence. So the silence is here for you to evolve and rise into your soul essence. And the divine masculine and feminine must love one another as if they're meant for one another. And until such a time, detachment is key. And this is an important message. So if anybody wants to timestamp this, go ahead right now, because this is the difference between detachment and the meaning of apathy. So it is a conscious choice to remain unemotionally involved or unaffected by outcomes. It is a choice to remain balanced, serene, harmonious in your perspective, whereas apathy is different. It means lack of interest, enthusiasm, or concern. It's like you're not even bothered. But this is an absence of emotion or motivation to engage, whereas detachment is healthy because it allows you to navigate life's circumstances with equanimity. So even though apathy can be negative and indicative of the connection being lost, there also seems to be a question the divine feminines are bringing up to say, I've done so much work. I'm healing, I'm balancing, I'm energetically, I'm doing the meditations, I've surrendered and I've let go so much. But where is my divine masculine, my twin flame? They aren't here to reclaim union. And if that's something that you are or have been thinking, it's because there's a huge misunderstanding within the twin flame groups. And the twin flames do need each other to be whole. And that is the reason why they will reunite in this lifetime. But that's where many twin flames get stuck. So everything you do, you are doing for the sake of union. And that isn't seeing the bigger picture. You're seeing the world through a microscope, and there is a condition on your belief and faith. And that is, if I do all of this work, I will get union. So if you're believing that there is a reward to all your inner work, you're going to continue to be stuck. And you will continue to be in separation. And even if you thought, no, I don't do that, that's your ego defending your thoughts. You're defending your actions and not holding yourself accountable. And that is acting from a place of separation. So you're not feeling wholeness within yourself. You do need this time of separation to look at yourself and figure out, you're never going to be perfect, but how can you create that wholeness and completeness within you? So some of you are still having this element of lack, of fear, of attachment, because your divine masculines are not here and you're wondering why. They are such common emotions that are going to arise. And this is a message from spirit to say that you need to bring in that balance, seeing that all of this is divinely led in order for you to be whole. And it's 1117 as I wrote that. So you're in this state of being, finding true unconditional wholeness. That is the state where you no longer need or attach your twin flame and no longer feel you have to reach something in order to be complete. You're not going to win the game when you get into union. That doesn't happen. When this detachment is full, intact, and complete, when it's sustainable and consistent, that is when we're not wanting a certain outcome because we're open to all the possibilities, and that includes union. And so for those of you who are feeling you are close to this divine detachment, divine feminines who are resonating with this so far, you've actually shed a few tears. You've understood it was for a divine purpose, and you're able to see a bigger picture, because instead of focusing on your divine masculines, who is also your mirror, you're looking directly at yourself and your spiritual progress. And this isn't going to resonate with everyone. This is a very particular group of individuals. And this is for those who are coming out, lighting the torch and understanding it was always for you to shine your own light. Your light will be the saving grace for the people who interact and connect with you. You are meant for so much bigger, and your old mindset, habits, thoughts, actions are no longer in alignment with who you need to become, who you are becoming. And so the divine feminines who are resonating with that in particular are seeing yourselves from a higher perspective. And this isn't from an inflated ego. It's that quiet confidence. It's that inner peace, that harmony energy that is coming through. So when you're happy being, you're allowing yourself to greet the upcoming miracles, blessings, opportunities, because you've been in the unknown and you've been facing the shadows. So that is pushing your nervous system to be uncomfortable, but you're seeing yourself as your twin flame's wife, partner, queen. And you're recognizing that it starts and it ends with you. And for so some of you, this is why the divine masculines have actually been waiting, which is, it sounds odd because you may not have any idea what the divine masculine is thinking and feeling, but let's actually delve into some of these messages. So dear angels, guardians, ancestors, and spirit team, thank you for allowing me to be a channel for the highest and best good. Allow me to receive these messages with clarity, and allow me to channel the messages that are appropriate for the divine masculines and feminines who are watching this channel now and in the future. The first message, or the first question I would like to ask is, for the divine masculines, what is the what is the overall energies? What is the divine masculine's overall energies today? So 2 cards wanted to come out, the Death and Rebirth and the 2 of Cups. This is such a beautiful confirmation for the divine masculines. The divine masculines have been put through the ringer. They've been going through their dark night of their soul. They've been going through multiple tower moments, and they've needed to do this alone. As they go through this personal death and rebirth and this transformation into a higher state of being, They are understanding the intertwined nature of your existence, the connection that kept bringing them towards this destined path. What is the energies around the divine feminines at this time? What is the energies around the divine feminines? Victory. We've got victory, we've got a reunion, but we also have the shedding of heartbreak and heartache. Now, the overall energies is you're in between that longing for your divine masculine, but also feeling good. So you're on that precipice of creating these new neural synapses. You are being called to delve into being curious, stepping into your divinity, being a spiritual, higher ascension being. And then what we've got is this is victorious in the way you're mending your own heart, being conscious that you're progressing your journey, being in the current state of separation. So you've understood that, divine timing is perfectly aligned. You are seeking higher learning. You're staying more curious. You're going on adventures. But if you're holding back, if you're listening to this thus far and holding back, don't. Go all in. If you're going to do something, go all in. And that's the message that I'm getting for the divine feminine's overall energy. So what is happening in the divine masculine's headspace? What is going on in the divine masculine's headspace? Now I'm only going to take the one card, which is the Nine of Swords. They are having some very troubled thoughts. What is going on in their heart space? Okay, I normally don't read reversals, but the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Swords is coming out in reverse. With the headspace, they are thinking about things in the stillness of the night. They may be waking up, having sleepless nights, feeling energetically drained as they wake up. This could also be in the subconscious. So they're processing things in the subconscious. They've probably had a really good long sleep, but they feel really exhausted in the day. And this is very abnormal for the divine masculines. What they have used to do is defend their actions, defend their behaviors, defend things that had been prompted from the outside world. And they've usually run towards danger or run towards karmics. Now I'm seeing that they're no longer defending that, but they're more of an observer. They're observing what is happening in their current life, how they've been acting, and taking responsibility of the movements of actions before delving in deep. But what I do want to mention is this is this open-ended version of communication with themselves. The head and heart seems to be going, well, we don't need to be reactive. We can take aligned action. What is happening in the headspace for the divine feminines? Hermit energy. This has come up a lot lately for the divine feminines. I feel like this is going to move away soon, but in your head, you're really okay with kind of taking time to focus on yourself, on your spiritual growth, on your journey, on your ascension, on whatever's filling up your own cup right now. You're actually acknowledging this time in space to have this new beginning, and you're actually working towards this in a very proactive way. Like things come up and you're following the guidance, you're following the spirit team, the universe's signs and signals, and that's a really great alignment between your head and heart space. What is happening in the emotional space for the divine masculines, please? Emotionally, they want reunion. They are looking and thinking about you and this connection and the power that the both of you have had in the past. And they are doing this in the stillness of the night, in the quiet spaces. They're trying to be honest with themselves about how they feel because they haven't really done that. What about the emotional space for the divine feminines? Queen of Cups. This is beautiful because you are truly embracing that your emotions are fluid. They are interchangeable. You don't need to have every single focus on every single emotion as it arises. You're able to sit with those emotions, understand what comes up, and bring yourself back to the present moment. So this is your teachings and learnings, the things that you have been proactively working on lately. What is happening in the physical space for the divine masculines at this time? Queen of Wands. What is happening in the physical space for the divine feminines at this time? So the divine masculines and the divine feminines seem to be differing in the physical. The divine masculines are looking for higher wisdom from their female companions. They're actually bringing a stronger connection with the females in their world. And I feel like this is more giving them the ability to tap into their own divine feminine energy and really understand why they've done the things they've done, be the way they are. And so some female friends are actually helping them in their path to ascension. And the divine feminine's physical space is the ability to decipher what actually needs to be held on to. And they're no longer holding on to this connection, I feel, physically. Physically, they're already in union with their counterparts. For those of you who have resonated with feeling whole, feeling content, able to move forward and go on new adventures, you are physically letting your divine masculine go. But for some of you, it's taking a little bit of time to let go of this. What's happening in the mental space for the divine masculines, please, Spirit? Four of Wands. Mentally, they are preparing themselves for union. They're asking themselves, what do I want in the next year, in the next 2 years, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? This is a very in-depth, reflective divine masculine that we're channeling right now, because the divine masculines have had the Four of Wands come up in their energies, but they've also had this in the past few years. But why is it different now? Actually, I'm going to use another card. So why is it important now that the divine masculines are reflecting? Is some of the divine masculines are actually nearing their birthday, so they probably are having that reflection. Normally that happens around your birthday when you kind of look back on what's happening, what has been. But what I'm seeing is the divine masculines have truly wanted to ask themselves, wow, we've got karmic relationships, Orion, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. So for the sum of the divine masculines, when I said that they are asking their female companions, where they can progress and really move forward, some people may call them karmic. We can probably say that karmic is friendships, family, anybody really, work. But this is about the constellation Orion. And it's saying that those star seeds who are part of this cosmic history are now playing out karmic relationships. So the Four of Wands is here to remind the divine masculines the reason they haven't had this steady state commitment is because they've manifested the things in their life. They've caused this dramatic shift and they have chosen karmic relationships on purpose. And this is actually saying that the divine masculines are looking at which relationships they find most challenging. They're trying to look at conflicts, situations, areas that they've needed to grow. Because the thing is, until they can look at their own actions and their past behaviors, they won't be able to change anything like that. And this is where we're saying that we've all started off with a blank slate. We've all wanted to be seen, heard, loved, cherished. But it's really hard for the divine masculines who have been severely hurt to actually admit this is what they want in their life. It's really hard for them to go past the lessons and ignore what has happened in their lives in order for them to reach this level of unity, success, marriage, commitment. And actually, this is the conflict that they're feeling inside themselves. They're trying to grow out of the old version of themselves, but it hasn't been easy. And this is where I'm seeing that a lot of alignment when it comes to their mental space when it comes to being in union, wanting the 10 of Pentacles, wanting that happy legacy building. They really have been having a hard time processing, digesting how they've got this far in their life without the commitment, without the connection. And some of the divine masculines are thinking, well, the thing is, I'm a wreck. Well, maybe I don't deserve this connection. And this is where they're starting to reevaluate and really understand the decisions they've made in the past and why they've come thus far in their connection. So a lot of fear is coming up, a lot of insecurity. What is happening in the mental space of the divine feminines, please, Spirit? What is happening in the mental space for the divine feminines? I love that the high priestess has come out. I love that the high priestess has come out for the mental space. Now, the divine feminines who are confused, who are embracing the unknown, are truly holding on to the connection with them and their divine selves. They know that this is purposeful and they are continuing to trust, to align, to prayer. You know, you are praying and you are manifesting your creations, but you're also very, very grateful for where you are right now. You're in a powerful, aligned time right now, divine feminines. Whoever is doing the work right now, be flipping proud of yourselves. You should be so proud of yourselves. You've done so much work, and this is your acknowledgement to say mentally it's paying off. You're going forward, you're charging ahead, and you're manifesting your reality, but it does take some time. And now you're under the impression that time is just an illusion anyway. Time is made up in our mental space. Time does not exist in the vast cosmic universe. Time and space are elusive. It's constantly expanding. Time is made up by human constructs, by the matrix. What is happening to your soul will be minuscule in terms of what's happening in the human self. But mentally, you're understanding that you are able to align with your higher self. And when you do align with your higher self, you're in direct union with your twin flame. So what's happening in the spiritual connection for the divine masculines? What's happening in the spiritual energy for the divine masculines at this time? Where are they regarding the twin flame spiritual connection? Tell me we're in union together. Just tell me. I want to know. Okay, we've got the Four of Swords. They are not able to truly expand their creative endeavors, but they are being nurtured to be a little bit more playful, be a little bit more in touch with what lights their soul up, which is really beautiful. What's happening in the spiritual for the divine feminines? What's happening in the spiritual world for the divine feminines? Strength. Strength for me, there's a couple of major arcanas here. We've got the Fool card, we've got the Hermit, we've got the High Priestess. Now we've got the Strength card, and the fact is that you are drawing in this belief, this trust from your higher self. Which is why mentally, when you're connected with your high priestess, with your higher self, in the spiritual realm, you are gaining strength from that energy, from that entity. You are able to go within and you're able to draw on that magical power that is yours to claim. What is happening in the sexual energy for the divine feminines, divine masculines? What is happening in the sexual energy for the divine masculines at this time? Two cards wanted to come out. We've got the Two of Wands. They are still in that past, stuck on waiting. They are waiting for something. Divine is saying they've been given a gift from the universe, but they're still not making any forward action regarding it. So they are stuck in limbo. They're currently waiting for something, but they are not playing around. I just heard. That's really sweet. For anybody who is worried your divine masculine is getting distracted, communicate with them astrally. They do love you. They really do love you. And this is coming in of they thought they've left you out in the cold, but they see a future with you sexually. They don't want to just have these one night stands. They don't feel any pull towards that, basically. So they're waiting it out. They're waiting until this connection to grow and that sexual energy to be alchemized and blown wide. What is happening sexually for the divine feminines, please, Spirit? King of Cups, the lovers. Holy moly. Okay. For some of you, it's not going to resonate with everyone. You're really feeling a sexual pull towards your divine masculines, like hot sexual energy. Some of you may even be having astral sex. This is a very much a sexual, spiritual fulfillment that you desire. I'm going to leave those ones there. What is the current blocks for the divine masculines? Actually, coming up with an offer of love. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the devil. They're uncertain about how to make a move forward. They're not sure about what is going to be worthy of your time, commitment, energy. They feel like they've done a lot of harm in this connection. It's almost like whatever I do, it has to be something different. Like you have been matching their energies whenever they've wanting to be with you, you've matched their energies. And even if they call you as a friend, you've matched that energy. If they call you as a lover, you've matched that energy. And now they're trying to understand that those energies I'm putting out there, my divine feminine matches. So what am I doing to get this connection kickstarted again? And the divine doesn't want to go back to that old pattern, that old habit. That's basically what's causing that uncertainty for the divine masculine, that block, the barrier. They're just not quite sure yet. What are the blocks and barriers for the divine feminines at this time? What are the blocks and barriers for the divine feminines at this time? A few cards wanted to come out. So the perseverance in terms of should I stay or should I go is the biggest message in terms of the blocks of the divine feminines are feeling. We also have the communication, but we have the 10 of Pentacles here as well, the Tower card and the Queen of Pentacles. The divine feminines have truly kind of broken down those walls, as I said earlier, regarding what they deserve, their own sense of worthiness, acknowledging they can have these 10 of Pentacles irregardless of their divine masculine being in their physical state. But this is also a barrier for some who actually are relying on their divine masculines to become a success, to have success in the physical state. So there are two different energies here. Some of you are rewriting the fact that it used to be a block, like you can't have this, 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 and that until you and your divine masculine are together. A lot of you are kind of rewriting that old narrative. And this has given you that shift in perspective between what you can and cannot have, irregardless of you being in physical union. So you are able to manifest your success, manifest your abundance, and be in this pure state of happiness. But you're taking it step by step. You're allowing yourself to come into the knowledge that everything is happening in divine order, but you being by yourself is not indicative of how you are going to be next year or the year after. So you're trying to clear some of the old narratives that you need to have certain things by when. Thank you, Spirit. That's basically the clearest message. You're understanding that other people's timelines are not your timelines. The timelines that you used to have, oh, I want this by when? I want that by when? I want this and then I can have that and then we can get pregnant and then I can have a house, blah, blah, blah. Like literally that is just being dispelled and taken away. So what are the future energies for the divine masculines and feminines at this time? the Chariot card. The Chariot is forward movement. This is the fastest card of the tarot deck. Fastest movement. And what have we got? We did have the Queen of Pentacles for the Divine for the Divine Feminines. Now we've got the King of Pentacles for the Divine Feminines. This is forward movement for the Divine Masculines to step up and offer their loyal, committed, monogamous relationship between you and them. This is prosperous. This is uniformed. This is meant to be. Because all of this time you have been in separation to grow your level of worthiness. And when you've become so detached and whole on your own, that's when union happens. I'm going to leave the messages right there. If this resonated, please let me know. I would love to work energetically with you. So if this is something that you're interested in, hit me up at divinesacredtarot@gmail.com. And I'm sending you so much love and light. Bye for now.